Hello everyone, my name is Kris Barocsi, welcome to my channel. I have the one and only
Joss Allen
on the show.
Yeah.
Thanks, Joss.
Dude, thank you for having me.
It's so sick, it's so cool.
Sure.
In case you don't know, who's Joss? Where have you been? Like,
Oh man.
well, if you follow guitar-related stuff on YouTube, you will know. Andertons, you were like 2 years? Over 2 years?
Yeah, so just about a year and a half.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was doing the product demonstration stuff at Andertons for about a year and a half.
Yeah.
Before that, it was GAC, the Guitar Amp and Keyboard Center.
Which you're doing still?
Which I'm doing now again.
Now again.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
That was literally because I was doing a 4-hour round trip to Guildford from Brighton. Yeah, so that was the only reason that I had to stop, because obviously I love the guys.
Yeah,
they're absolutely awesome.
Yeah.
So the problem was that I live in Brighton and Guildford is 2 trains away.
Okay.
So I had to get up at 5 in the morning every day, and I wouldn't get home until about 9 o'clock in the evening. Yeah. So I had no time for guitar, no time for my family, my girlfriend, and all that sort of stuff.
Sure.
But it was a career choice. So and it's helped me out, unbelievable.
Oh yeah. I mean, totally reasonable. Absolutely.
Exactly.
Okay.
So it was GAC first, then Andertons, and now back at GAC because I live in Brighton again. So,
Okay, makes sense. And also
Guitar Bros demos. Yeah. So Guitar Bros demos is me and my best mate Tom.
Okay.
And it's exactly the same as what all of us are doing.
Yeah. So.
The only difference that we like to consider ourselves being is that even though it's guitar like reviews and demos.
Yeah. So gear related.
Yeah,
stuff.
that's what we started it being, like guitar reviews and demos and stuff. It's just turned into me and Tom having a chat about a new piece of gear.
Yeah.
So just telling our opinions.
Yeah.
So if, like, for example, if this was like the new guitar on the channel, then I would play it and I'll just say how I felt about it, and we'd just talk about it basically. So
which makes a lot of sense because that way you're way more authentic, I guess.
Yeah.
Because you are yourself.
Yeah.
And you're not like, I have to follow like a shape and a form.
Exactly. And that's why I like to consider us. I mean, there's so many other channels that do that as well.
Yeah.
But I like to think that just 2 best friends talking about a piece of gear could be interesting.
Yeah.
And especially when the good thing about having Tom is that I don't have like a filter about what if I like it or not. So the good thing about having Tom is that Tom's like, ooh.
Okay.
Don't do that, or don't say that. So it's good having Tom because I can assume that my channel, if it was just me, would be just terrible.
You've been mentioning you have recorded something.
Oh yeah, so the it's an for these past like, I don't know, like 3 or 4 months, I've been telling everyone that I hate shred and that I hate metal, like on purpose. So this is the first time anyone's finding that out on this channel right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
I've been lying to everybody. Like,
so you were bashing on metal.
So I've been recording like the most brutal metal album I could possibly record. And everyone, all my friends have been like, so
what's up with you?
Yeah, like, have you sold all your stuff? And I'm like, yeah, man, it's all sold. But it's not. It's literally just at home, all my stuff. And I don't know. I just thought it'd be funny to like, I don't know why. I just thought it'd be funny to because of the Andertons thing, I got pigeonholed as the shred guy.
Yeah.
Which I am. But I love that, and I am. Metal and playing all the notes is my favorite thing.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's nice to come onto a channel and play a Telecaster. Or play a Strat. Yeah. And have everyone not go, oh, but where's all the shred and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
So I lied to everybody in the period, like for the past 3 or 4 months, saying that I'm not doing it anymore, just so I could play Strats and Tellies on my channel without people going like, oh, where's the shred? But people on my channel were going, I'm not going on this channel anymore because Joss isn't shredding. And I'm not lying to you. That's what people have said.
And you just left it there.
I just left it. I just stopped shredding basically. But what I've been doing is for the past 4 months recording like the most horrendously heavy album I could possibly record.
Like serious.
Oh, dude, yeah. Like I played you that little clip.
Yeah.
That's like that's the full album.
Well, it's heavy.
Oh yeah.
And with heavy, I mean, he told like, I'm not sure if people will even like it. It's like really brutal.
It's
and
extreme.
Like, yeah, come on. And he just pushed play and it's like.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this is really heavy.
Yeah. So the whole idea was just to release that and just be like, just kidding.
Yeah.
But like in a way of like, because what I want people to do is completely disregard everything that I do on the guitar and just listen to the album for the music. If you're into extreme metal or if you're into death metal, then I want you to listen to it without going like, where's the solo, what's he playing and all that sort of stuff. Just to listen to it and go like, oh shit, that's cool. That's heavy.
How do you write music? Because jamming on your own is a thing, testing stuff, doing demos and everything. But most people write songs in a very different manner.
Yeah.
And you kind of don't really recognize them. Their licks, but not the type of playing, like how they use their licks.
Yeah.
How is it with you?
When it comes to like, I think it's relatively easy when it comes to something like, I can split it into two categories. If you have like a Strat or a Tele, I can jam by myself and I can come up with something that I find really fun, and then we can lay it down as a track, and then it'd be really fun to listen to, and you can play, you can have all those licks and all the nasty blues licks and stuff like that. But with the chunky sort of metal stuff, I have a friend that I co-write with.
Okay.
His name's Frank Pleece, and he's a producer in Brighton, my hometown. And he's the other guy that wrote the album with me. And we do that together, and it's like, so I have. And then he's like, oh, sick, but what if you went... Do you know what I mean? So I have that whole sort of thing going with him. So that's how I write. That's how we've written the Heavy album. Because it's like, if I just sit there going, I'm just not going to come up with anything. It might be fun at that point. But then when someone else listens to it and they go...
it's just like... A good riff.
Yeah, exactly. So it can be quite disheartening. So to write something that I think is good and then show Frank, and then Frank makes it better, then it's really a riff where I'm like, that's cool. You watch Misha and Jake, I think those sort of guys are very like, I'm going to sit down, I'm going to record the riff and see what it sounds like. I think Mark is a little bit different for some reason. I feel as if Mark is one of the only guys that I feel can jam a metal thing. Do you know what I mean? Like, his brain works so gloriously that he can... You just watch him play all the Haunted Shores stuff and all the Periphery stuff, and you think of sections. There's sections in records where there's long instrumental parts, where there's no repeating parts, but it sounds like a jam, and you just know that was Mark that made that.
Exactly. So I think he has his focus seriously on rhythm and harmonies anyhow. He always says like he's not into fiddle. He's more like into how will I make the sound unique and really interesting for me and for the audience.
Exactly.
Which is a very nice approach. And makes it reasonable that there are like three players. Otherwise everyone would want to go, I'm Steve Vai. No, I'm Steve Vai.
Exactly. You have to I've definitely figured that out. After learning all the technique and everything, I've definitely figured out that it has to be for the song. It's like there's a guy that I'm obsessed with right now. His name's Kyle Rasmussen. I think that's how you say it. I can't remember. Kyle plays in a band called Vitriol. They're like an extreme death metal band from America. He's like with like 14 amplification and stuff like that. He's endorsed by those guys and stuff. And they're releasing their album soon. And he sent me the album to listen to, and that was like, for me, in terms of like listening to like death metal, that was like a breath of fresh air. It's insane how you can listen to extreme metal through all the years like I have, and it all sounds very similar. Like, even if you listen to the 90s ones, you listen to like Cannibal Corpse, and then you go on to like, I don't know, like Obituary or something like that. They're very, very different, but there are definitely things that you can link up. And
the certain rhythm patterns, certain
specific
chord
things.
progressions.
It's classed as death metal, but you listen to Vitriol's new record that's coming out, I think it's like 4 months' time or something like that. You can watch like playthroughs of Carl doing guitar playthroughs. And I don't, when it's like unexplainable, where you're like, I don't know what he's done to make it different. But it's so different. So it's things like that I wish, or at some point I do for somebody else. Where they listen to my music and go, I don't know what he's done, but it's new, Well, that's like the dream.
Great life goal. Really.
That's the dream for any guitar player, because, at the end of the day, I pick up my telly and I sound like when I'm strumming chords, I sound like Springsteen.
Yeah.
You know, when I pick up a Strat and I play a couple of licks, I sound like Steve Ray Vaughan.
Steve
Do you know
Ray,
what I mean?
right.
So
Yeah.
So like, I don't know what Kyle's done, but it's brand new and it's fresh, and I'm really excited about like what the metal world is going to do after that album.
Yeah.
Because after that album, I reckon a lot of people are going to be like, wow, we need to change shit up a little bit.
Yeah.
Ascending, doing the faster stuff, Ascending was like the first thing I kind of tried to get down. Like properly.
Okay.
Like, and I think it's because I was watching Jeff Loomis and I was like, you know, obviously.
I need that.
Yeah. If you're going to be like a shred metal guy or just like a metal guy in general, just watching Jeff Loomis play, I needed to get down like the faster ascending stuff. I really wanted to get that down. So I spent like a really, really, really long time on doing the ascending patterns. The one thing that really, really buggered me was descending. And I just couldn't do it.
Really?
I just couldn't physically do it. I do my faster stuff in groups of triplets.
Yeah.
So I do it in groups of 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So I do mine in groups of 3. And
dude, you're so that's scary.
At the beginning,
really...
at the beginning, you could hear. At the beginning, for me, it was one of those things where you could hear that it was obviously. You could hear that, but when you get it up to speed, if you're doing one shape, it doesn't sound like triplets to me. It's when you change. When you go, that's when you start hearing that it's triplets, when you're changing between the things. But if you're just blasting your way through, I don't know, a Phrygian shape,
it just gets really, really fluid.
Yeah.
It's just fluid,
So going up, for some reason, didn't really hassle me that much. And I think that was because of all the Zakk Wylde stuff I was doing. Just learning that... learning all of that sort of stuff, like playing it up to speed, going up, just got easy. So I just started learning the 3 notes, you know, the three notes. Just learning all the 3 notes per string stuff, and then that allowed me to go up. But I just couldn't. I was sitting there all the time, just for months and months and months and months, just going. Learning the shapes and just trying to make my way through it. And then it was the same as Ascending. I remember coming... Ascending. It was the same as Ascending. I have become an ascension of myself. No, it was the same as Ascending. It happened over a summer period, and all of a sudden I could do it. And it was like... It was like... do you know what I mean? Exactly. Yeah, it was one of those things where I could do it. And Descending, just for months and months and months. It wasn't too long ago I started doing it properly, but for months and months and months, it was just slow and haphazard and horrible. And then it just started to pick up steam.
It's really interesting because with me it's the opposite. I'm nowhere near that fast and accurate as you are, but whenever I do kind of shreddy stuff and I do the triplet thing, coming backwards, descending, is way more natural.
Not that Nick Johnston can't do anything, but Nick said that he felt better coming down than going up. So so I think because it was just the first thing that I focused on, that just happened to be the better option for me. Yeah. It all took me, 13 years of guitar playing. So.
Yeah. Only 13 years.
13 years, yeah.
Kiddo.
Yeah.
I mean, that's long, but there's so many playing, 20 plus, and well, I guess it's just focus and commitment.
It really is. Yeah. It's just putting the hours in.
Yeah,
for sure.
What's up with the blue baby behind you?
The blue baby.
Yeah. So Hughes Kettner, where did that come from? Was this a random thing, or was this a slowly progressing relationship? Because you're like I'm an endorsee. Proper endorsee. For Hughes Kettner.
This is the Black Spirit 200.
Yeah.
basically, the Black Spirit is just a 200 watt fully analog amplifier. This little thing, Spirit Tone Generator, I don't know what it does, so don't ask me.
It makes it sound good.
Exactly. That's the whole thing. So, oh, excuse me.
So
It just starts projectile bombs. It's just everywhere.
It's like too much metal, dude.
I know. Yes. It's like Tourette's, but for metal. I'm just like, oh, have you seen this new? Have you just seen this new pedal? Like, you know. Oh my god. Oh. Yeah. No. The Black Spirit 200, it's just a 200 watt analog amplifier. So it's stupidly light.
Yeah.
It's 200 watts Class D power amp. So it's like what like bass players use Class D.
Yeah,
So it's really, really loud. It's just got a bunch of stuff on there that I really like. So I've got some reverbs and delays running. They're all built into the amplifier. It's all foot switchable. I've got a tube screamer down on the foot pedal board down here, which is you've already set up
it's just my random little pedal board.
But the amp has got a boost function in the front end already.
Can you show this?
Yeah, so this is with the amplifier completely off anyway. Like no boost.
No boost at all.
And then the way I'd use the tube screamer is just level on full, overdrive completely off and tone at the front. Mm-hmm. So it just tightens up the bottom end a bit.
Yeah.
So it's nice and...
That's why we love it, yeah.
That's why we love using that. And then this kind of does the same thing but built in on the amp. So this is without again. And then this is with. I still...
It's definition to...
Exactly. I mean, I still prefer using the tube screamer because there's just something about having a controllable tone that brings... all the mid-range in, all the top ends are smoothed
really
off.
Controlled and focused.
Exactly. Yeah. But this, I mean, the amp's on the Ultra channel, and that's just by itself. So that's just by itself anyway. So it sounds, perfectly good enough anyway.
It's crazy. I mean, this is a 1x12 cab.
Yeah.
An open back 1x12
I didn't know that. That sounds killer.
And it has the Creamback 75, my favorite.
Which Hughes and Kettner use anyway. So that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why it sounds
why it's like
good.
really good.
Exactly. The way I want the heavy sound to be anyway is, for some strange reason, that whole scooped mid thing, I don't understand.
Yeah.
Like, to me, like, if you're like the only guitar player in the band, fair enough. If you want to do that, then do that. That's fine. All you have to do is listen to Daryl, right? Just listen to Dimebag and you're just like...
he was alone,
Exactly.
One guitar, it works.
Exactly. Yeah. As soon as you put, I don't know, him in a mix with another guitar player, I guarantee it wouldn't have been as good.
No.
But the thing for me is that I learned this from the school of Periphery, like Misha and stuff. I want loads of mids.
Yeah.
I want to cut through, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And having that... Especially when you're playing a 7. I want all of that.
You're way more there. Meat.
Exactly. Yeah. I want it to step forward. I want it to come forward. But at the same time, when you're playing leads, I don't want it to be like, like piercing. Yeah. And that's when things like that pickup come into the game and stuff.
What is that again? It's a saber, right?
Yeah. So this is probably the best gift I've ever been given in my entire life.
Okay. Wow.
I've been given a lot of things. I've got a guitar from Keith Merrow, right? Keith Merrow gave me a guitar. Like his KM3. Yeah. Like as a gift because I loved it so much. And I've got that, and that's like a pinnacle, right? When Keith Merrow gives it, you're like sick.
Pretty much, yeah.
This though, I assume you know the guitar player Wes Howe.
Yeah.
So Wes Howe is my all-time favorite guitar player, like ever. Sweet. Like the guy has got his blues chops down, he's got his metal chops down, he's the sickest writer, riff writer and stuff, and he puts stank on all of his leads. Yeah. So it's not like it's like. The vibrato's there, the bends are there, and he's just, he's basically the guy that is like the reincarnation of Daryl. Like, he's just fucking...
Yeah, really
exactly
into it, yeah.
So this is his signature, this is Wes Howe's signature Seymour Duncan Jupiter pickup. And as you can tell, he's a big Dimebag fan. So you got the double blade pickup, and you can see that I've dropped my neck position right in, and that's just because I like that. the percussiveness.
Oh, okay.
I want to work for it on the neck pickup.
You don't want it to be beefy and
exactly.
Okay.
I want it to be like, so this is the neck on its own. If I just roll off the volume a little bit. So it's nice and warm and stuff.
It's sort of hollow.
Yeah,
almost,
exactly. Yeah. And then the good thing about it is that that's just slightly rolled up on the bridge.
Yeah.
So it's
So
really,
good.
really smooth,
Yeah.
but with chords. It's just
really hear the
massive.
notes.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I want in a pickup, and he's kind of nailed it, really.
Yeah.
So,
Sweet.
yeah, man.
Dude,
Loads of stuff.
thanks a lot. That was a really cool, I don't know, chat.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Well, thank you for having me, man.
Absolutely.
It's just always good. Always good.
Go and check out Joss's channels. I mean,
Channels.
Gak and your channel as well.
At the moment it's just
Guitar
Gak and
Bros.
Guitar Bros. Yeah, man.
Sweet. You guys take it easy. Comment down there. If you have any questions to Joss, I don't know, ask.
I'll check it out. Yeah, for sure. I'll check it out. Yeah.
Cheers, guys. Take it easy.